Okay, Museum of Technology. Yeah, legs crippled. Shame. Yeah, you're not Mr. Bob. I'm sorry, Doc Mate, but you're just not. The first time we meet a high hit point super mutant with a proper weapon, you're dead. I guess there's a reason why they have Dark Meat Puppies perk. Can someone please fix the planetarium protection system? Automated system that was just installed is prone to malfunctions at least once a week. We've had to interrupt the programming more times than I care to remember and end up taking over manually. I suggest we remove the system and bring back the human element so the audience will feel more engaged. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint regarding the firearms exhibition that's planned for temporary display in the atrium. With the world tension the way they are right now, I feel it's highly inappropriate to glorify these killing devices by promoting them to a tourist attraction as a tourist attraction. If this is some sort of patriotic gesture, then it is entirely lost upon me, and I urge you to rethink this decision. This is just a quick rundown of acquisitions we have been awarded for 2078. If any of these interest you, please stop by and see me so we can discuss it, or submit a standard research request before the cutoff date. All submissions must be made by October 2nd, 2007, so now is the time to get them in. Supersonic Airliner, Zack's computer prototype, original Model T 45D powersuit armor, laser pistol prototype. Our new addition to the spaceflight gallery, the Virgo 2 lunar lander, is now open to the general public and ready for viewing. I want to extend a hearty thank you and a job well done to the entire research and restoration team for pulling that pile of junk out of mothballs and putting it in such fine shape. Many sleepless nights were spent on this project, and as a small token of our thanks, you will find a substantial bonus in your next paycheck. Give each other a pat on the back. You've earned it. The virus that has been plaguing our Archetype Model FF-06 mainframe due to an unknown attack has finally been localized by our research team and identified. After a complete cleanup on the mainframe's core, I am happy to announce that the infection has been removed. The soul of this machine has improved. Yes, the soul of the machine. Still going. This is the Robco Stealth Boy Model 3001 personal stealth device. Developed by Robert Mayflower, the Stealth Boy generates a modulating field that transmits the reflected light from one side of an object to the other, making the bearer almost invisible to the untrained eye. Chinese assault. And these just don't do the damage. Well, I'll have to try to fire my weapons in a way that Alchemy doesn't get caught up in things. Yeah, ooh, planetarium tickets. Copernicus Planetarium's schedule is subject to change without notice. Please inquire at the information desk for tickets and ticket prices. Yeah, different events. Okay. Gigantamax tickets. I was thinking of we might need the ticket to enter these places. Probably not. Hey there, Jigs. I finally found a good place to ditch your share of the loot. It was hell getting here, but I made it. I left the usual breadcrumbs all over some of the info terminals in this place. Their computer security was a joke. Complete the sequence and you're home free, but make any mistakes and the system will lock you out. We'll meet up in the usual spot later. Good luck, Prime. Ooh, special event. Lecture, Oppenheimer's Folly. This lecture explains the very real possibility that nuclear war may not be as far off as we think, and the effects it will have on the future of our planet. By illustrating past uses of smaller-scale atomic weapons, Professor Gumby will shock you, frighten you, and make you wish you could just duck and cover to survive a real nuclear attack. Tickets are now available for this lecture series at the information desk on the main Westech Power Armor demo. Westech, the world's leading arms manufacturer, demonstrates the T-51B power armor suit in our Darwin theater. Get a first-hand look at how the armor is designed to defeat any type of adversary with an actual live combat simulation using robotic targets. Time tickets are available at the information desk in the main atrium. Note that a liability waiver must be signed to attend this event. Thanks to a generous grant from the Vault-Tec Corporation, the Vault Tour is open to the public. Walk through a section of actual Vault and observe all of the modern conveniences Vault-Tec has added to its now legendary nuclear fallout shelters. Interact with the exhibits within the vaults and see just how life within one of these subterranean marvels is as comfortable as living at home. Time tickets for the tour are now available at the Tech Museum Loot. If I get a good energy weapon at this point, I'll probably keep it in the inventory. Yeah, grenades make a poor close range weapon, but we can cause enough damage to almost immediately kill most of the enemies. Museum maintenance. Due to the increased power consumption from the installation of the Vault-Tec Vault-Tor, 3 new reactors have been installed in the sub-basement section. This should help prevent any further brownouts and full blackouts in the visitor galleries that we've been experiencing. Thanks for your patience during this transition. This is a general announcement to any employees who use the men's lavatory facility in the maintenance area. I have logged too many complaints that people are not flushing the toilets after using them. People who use the facility to relieve themselves expect a clean and tidy environment. To prevent this from becoming a recurring issue, card swipe access will be required for each stall, which will log your name, time in the stall, and the contents of the bowl until such time that we deem it no longer necessary. That's a bit too much. After numerous complaints and a single pending lawsuit, the Gigantomax Theater sound system has been lowered from 130 decibels to 120 decibels. Please note that all employees working in or near the theater should still wear proper ear protection to prevent any permanent damage. Planetarium recording system has been malfunctioning lately, causing the normally automated program to stop and repeat itself. If you observe this happening, please contact myself or the Chief of Maintenance on duty immediately so the system can be restarted. We hope to have the issue resolved by the start of next year. Nikola Tesla new. More energy weapon skills. How much do we have now? I think we have quite a lot. Yeah, 56. That's good enough to have as a secondary weapon. Unarmed will replace the shish kebab at some point. Melee weapons, yeah. So we have a backup energy weapon, some kind, probably possibly a laser rifle, although maybe not. And we need to get up proper unarmed weapon, likely a power-based threat control. I'll disable them. Activate. They seem to be shooting everything else. Yeah, they don't work all that well. I wish I could make myself non-hostile to them. That's all I would really want. I think it's reacting to a threat. I don't think I access this place yet. We need to find all of these. There's some hidden messages in some of them. I think we read this already. USS Ebon Atoll. This flag was recovered from the wreck of the USS Ebon Atoll, a US Navy missile cruiser sunk off the coast of Alaska in 2066, with all hands lost. The cutting-edge vessel's loss was due to a nuclear torpedo strike from the US Navy submarine, the USS Interference, during the Anchorage campaign. The submarine mistook the cruiser for an enemy vessel during radio silence and sunk it before obtaining visual confirmation. This ranks as one of the most tragic disasters in the US naval history since World War II. Overlooked inventors. There's no picture, so it doesn't really matter. The exhibit guide. Spaceflight. Countdown to excitement as you take to the stars in our brand new spaceflight gallery. Marvel at man's ingenuity as you view an exact replica of the Virgo 2 moonlander that participated in the first manned moon landing. Dabble with forces beyond your comprehension in our working G-Force simulator ride, or take to the stars in the Copernicus Planetarium. Exhibit sponsored by the United States Space Administration. Light exhibits. Take to the skies and soar above the clouds as you view our aircraft exhibits throughout the Museum of Technology. The original Wright Brothers Flyer, the vintage World War II P-51 Mustang, and several other aircraft can be found hanging about the museum. Also, be sure to visit our flight experience gallery, where you can take a simulated airline flight on board a full-size jetliner, or step into the hair-raising white-knuckle world of air traffic control in our Tower of Terror exhibit, sponsored by Lockheed Industries. Robotics. The Museum of Technology is proud to be the home of some of the original prototypes in the Mr. Handy, Mr. Gutsy, and Protectron robotics lines. See the development of these metallic assistants and how they've made our lives easier. They are artificial intelligence game where you will program a robot and watch it obey your commands in real time. After seeing what makes them tick, you'll never look at your robot the same way again. Transportation. The Museum of Technology is proud to present a journey through the history of ground transportation. Take a step back in time and see the original steam-powered car and the development of the internal combustion engine. Experience the rise of micro-sized nuclear power and walk through our two-story Mach fusion engine to see what happens firsthand when you turn key. Exhibit sponsored by Chrysler Corporation. Very messy. Vault tour. No, we might as well start somewhere.
Vault-Tec welcomes you to our new line of subterranean vaults featuring our patented Triple S technology. Triple S technology is Vault-Tec's convergence of the three most important parts of apocalyptic endurance: safety, survivability, and sanitation. Sleep in quiet comfort, knowing that our impenetrable vault door is directed by an atomic bomb with only a projected 2% failure rate. Being underground got you down? Smile! Our Simusun lighting mimics the feeling of being outside with only a fraction of the sunburn potential. Living sections make use of our revolutionary floor suck auto cleaner system for those darned messy kids. Never sweep again.
Guana bits and beer.
Moms will love how our Culinator 3000 kitchen system makes cooking a breeze. I can smell the muffins baking now. Bored? Don't be. Step into our Entertainatron room and watch the latest holotapes, or perhaps listen to a symphony. Another Vault-Tec innovation. Concerns about security? Our Eye on You cameras enable the Vault's leader to watch your every move. You'll never be alone again.
Vault-Tec, revolutionizing safety for an uncertain future.
Should the unlikely event arise that the planet is laid to waste, you'll feel happy knowing your family will be safe in a Vault-Tec vault. We hope you've enjoyed our tour today. If you have any further questions, please take a brochure from our helpful Vault-Tec guides.
Yeah, this should be where we want to go. West Wing. Vertibird prototype, what the Enclave uses. This is a scaled model of a prototype military transport vehicle being developed by the United States military. The XVB-02 Vertibird is a vertical takeoff and landing craft with an extremely durable armored fuselage and can be armed with a variety of offensive weapons and defensive countermeasures. This is the most advanced aircraft of its kind ever developed, and the military hopes to place them into service by 2085. Okay, I don't get it. Are these the tips or is this what I need to use? This is the sequence I need to use, but I need to learn it from some place. Okay, I finally found a good place to stitch the lyrics. Usual breadcrumbs all over the info terminals in this place. Their computer security show. Complete the sequence and you're home free. Make any mistakes and the system will lock you out. Complete the sequence. Let's look at these. Is there a sequence? Well, I don't immediately spot any sequence. Maybe we need to get tips somewhere. That would be my first assumption. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're going after with this. I'm assuming we're going to have to choose all four. So if we pick the correct one, okay, I'm might be able to load, but I want to see how the hell this even works. Yeah, error. Is it just pick one correct, or is it get them all in a sequence? Yeah, it's picked the correct one, so there's nothing in there that tells you what you need to pick. It's something else. So we won't be doing those until we either find the tips, or if there's no tips.
Huh? A noise.
I think that's a master. Two masters. What's the next one? What the fuck are you doing, Darkmeat? Where is that Superman? Just one positive is they don't seem to be attacking Darkmeat as much as they did Night Paladin Cross. So survivability should be a lot better. Delta 9 rockets. Commissioned by the USSA in 2020, was the last of the manned rockets that sent our brave American astronauts to the moon. The Delta 9 was in use for almost 15 years before being converted for military use, and having the crew and instrument sections replaced with a nuclear warhead. Delta 9 recorded over 77 successful launches, making it one of the most successful rockets in US history. The rocket, developed entirely by USSA scientists, was a single-stage vehicle with an ejectable crew section or satellite storage bay. The propulsion system was a nuclear electric derivative drive, using a massive electrical jolt to start the nuclear reaction on launch. The crew section was protected from the radioactive chambers by way of massive titanium vanadium disc. The spacecraft had the capability to sustain 2 astronauts for up to 24 days maximum. The longest recorded space flight in the Delta 9 rocket was 17 days. 70-day Zeus 12 mission to the moon. Instruments. Instrument section lights off. Crew section. Yeah, you could turn on off the lights here if you wanted to. Key, custodian key for tech museum. Yeah, we've read these. Okay, that's bugging out. I do love my critical hits on this. All the limbs are crippled at the same time. Oh shit, it's an overlord. Watch! Well, I'm dead too, so... Yeah. Overlords! I don't dislike the huge damage output, but again, if you had a lower hit point in general, you wouldn't have to specially have them do all that damage. Or normal lasers would be just as dangerous. But I do hate the hit point amount. Nothing can survive that. We need to use our heavy weapons to take it out. Nothing else will do. Yeah, I think the weaker one is right outside the door. We can ignore that. Can't ignore the other bastard. Oh, don't. Oh shit. No, the wizard's dead.
I'm hungry!
Okay. So yeah, we're going to need some more nuclear grenades. A single per overload will do. Using a second one. Ooh, tri-beam laser rifle. That probably explains why it was quite damaging. Tri-beam. You're going to be replacing my Gatling laser for the time being. Ooh. So it fires 3 beams instead of 1. Take the dish. Mission accomplished. There's still a lot to do in here though, so we won't be leaving. Okay, some kind of security room again. Turret system. Act. Yeah, okay, now I see the differences. Activated system basically means the turret will shoot at everything not part of the security system. If I mess with the control systems, they'll shoot everything, including each other. So if I just want to get past them, I should always just disable them. If I want to have them shoot at enemies there, I just need to activate them. Messing with the targeting system doesn't really make sense, because they don't become friendly to me. Okay, now we have to properly see what's the correct one. Regulate. Yeah, it's not this. Security bulletin. Ooh, 000. Security bulletin. Find info terminals is 000. Attention all museum security personnel. The International Ordnance Museum has graciously loaned us some of their prized antique weapons for the firearms exhibition being displayed in the atrium. Exhibits will be in place from August 14, 2077 until December 31, December 2077. Please adjust your rounds accordingly and have an extra security presence in this area at all times. Okay, attention all security personnel. I'd like to request that all riot gear and security firearms will be moved to the new gun locker in the Planetarium Research Office. The cabinet should remain locked at all times. The key to the cabinet must be carried by the duty shift supervisor and left in the security office safe when shift changes occur at closing time. Okay, the Museum of Technology annual gala dinner will be held in the atrium on November 1st, 2077. We expect over 100 attendees, including several local dignitaries and heads of state. Please set up security checkpoints and provide visible coverage for this event as per security mandate, blah blah blah, in your handbook. Okay, we need access to there in order to get a key to another door. I wonder how useful that will really be. If it requires a key, the other door then it's probably... It should be here somewhere.
For as long as history has been recorded, man has had an insatiable hunger for knowledge regarding the universe. To understand why man is so interested in this unknown journey.
Yeah, this is insanely powerful.
Sit back, relax, and free yourself.
A bit inaccurate at times, but very, very powerful. So even with my crappy skills, took down a master much faster than heavy weapons could. Far out space facts. Not interested. Although I'm interested in seeing what they decided to be far out space facts. Jupiter is larger than 1,000 Earths. The outer layer of the Sun have what's known as differential rotation. The equator of the surface rotates once every 25.4 days, but near the poles it rotates once every 36. A neutron star is completely dense and solid matter. In fact, it weighs 1,000,000,000 times heavier than lead. That means a piece of a neutron star the size of a pinhead would weigh as much as a large building. Neutronium. Yeah. Your standard science fiction armor. The Sun loses almost 4 million tons of mass every second by turning hydrogen gas into energy. That adds up to almost 345 billion tons per day. It's going somewhere. We've been here before, but from a different direction.
Unknown expanse of space around our little world, we must take a journey. Please, sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we
Okay, it's we could have gotten a key to a hard lock in it, so it's more of a thing you do at a lower level, I think. It's not an obstacle to us. Crap. Crap. Yeah, it would have been great, amazing at a lower level. No, not sure. Yeah, nothing new. Planetarium terminal. Suckers. Well, there's only one option, no, two options. Settle. Yeah, it's settled. Unlock planetarium exit. Not locate door or lock. Stop showing.
To understand why man is so interested in this unknown expanse of space around our little world, we must take a journey. Please, sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we take off for the stars. The planet as we stars.
Have we visited all the areas here? Not there though. Yes.
For as long as history has been recorded, man has had an insatiable hunger.
This wing seems to be fairly well cleaned out at this point. And we got our main mission objective from this, so yeah, we never visited the bottom floor. Spacesuit. Everything's been looted from this place, so most of the exhibits are gone. Captain Carl, nothing there. Another flag, Valiant 12 flag. 003. Yeah. We're only gonna get a one try, so let's try to make it count. I don't want to do it in a way that I have to try out blindly and then just load. I'll do it if I can't find any clues there. I'm interested in seeing what the loot is. But I would definitely prefer not to. Maybe there's a sequence if we find all of them and write them down, then we can see a sequence somewhere. I don't know. Seems that there's very likely a clue how to solve the issue. Just have to find it. Okay. Technology Atrium. So West Wing cleared. There's probably 2 additional wings still left unexplored. Assuming we even have access to all of them. 2 loot sites were here. 002 and 003. I think also 000 that told us to look into these terminals. I don't recall what 001 was. I think they were the instructions how this thing works, but they don't really explain a lot. Complete the sequence. I left the breadcrumbs all over some of the info terminals in this place. Prime. Is it the prime number thing then? Or why is it? The guy's name's Prime, that might be a thief. I'm just trying to figure out some possibilities, any possibilities really. Because at the moment it seems it's too random. Yeah, there's no easy way to return here. And I don't see this going anywhere. Okay, we're going back. No, we need... Yeah. Let's try to get the loot at the same time. We... Oh, let's go... I'll save here, I can quickly load if this doesn't go anywhere. I need to find the 001 terminal. If it now has a sequence to... Yeah. 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 Sector 1 confirmed. Calls of today and access point. So there's nothing else really.
Vault-Tec welcomes you to our new line of subterranean Triple S technology is Vault-Tec's convergence of the three most important parts. Being underground, cut you down. Concerns about security? Our Eye on You cameras. Should the unlikely event arise that the planet is laid to waste, we hope you've enjoyed our tour today. If you have any further questions, please take a brochure from our helpful Vault-Tec guides.
There's the third one. It's not this. I have no recollection where the third one is.
Hunger for knowledge regarding the universe. To understand why man is so
Far out space facts. I'm not interested. Where are the? Oh, this was 2. The third is somewhere here though. Must have ran past it. Maybe it was down there. No, I don't think so. These are the Delta 9 rocket terminals. Oh, there's one there. Did I visit this? No. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. One 3, I think. Nice job, Jigs. I knew you'd remember the good old days. The loot is in the security office safe in the upper part of the West Wing. Use the terminal up there to get in. Enjoy your share, pal. You've earned it. Meet me in the old diner outside Jury Street Metro Station. Okay, Jury Street Metro Station. I do recall that place. I don't recall where it was, but I do recall it. Um, yeah. So this is not too hard of a way to get a lot of good loot after a game. There's probably not going to be overlords here. Oh, this is the wrong place. Where was the security office safe? Was it in the same part of the map that I just left? Ah, shit. Yes, it probably was.
Vault-Tec welcomes you to our new
Ah,
Triple S Technologies.
yeah, Vault-Tec.
Being under
So what's our good portion of the loot? It clearly isn't meant to end here. You're supposed to go and meet the partner, Prime.
concerns about security? Our eye on you, Captain. Should the unlikely event arise that the planet is laid to waste, we hope you've enjoyed our tour today. If you have any further questions, please read the brochure for our helpful Vault-Tec guides.
Yeah, it's what's there. We need to get to the other side of that rubble. Unlocked. All caps, unlocker key, and a little bit of money, so yeah. The guns in the gun locker were much more valuable than this. Yeah, at least that's over now. We'll finish off the DNR quest. Find Washington Monument. We've been there already, so we can just quick travel. And we killed a lot of the mutants, so we could probably walk there too, not without any problem. But I think we'll do quick travel. No. I don't think I've ever been here before. I definitely didn't want to come. Ooh, ammunition. Metal helmet. Hmm. Install the Virgo dish. Activate relay. So now I think you can really listen to Galaxy News Radio anywhere on the game map. I'm sure I've heard that Ranger. Well, it wouldn't be an option if I hadn't spotted the Ranger emergency signal at some point. Where did I get it? Oh. Well, anyway, we're going to go to 3 dog first.